We can either go there to Lord Strongheart and... What the hell's that?
I don't know what Snobb's doing. Oh, he's
It's called
just trying to commute with the dead.
It's called a didgeridoo.
The didgeridoo.
What was that? A man screaming in a most unflattering way. Okay, that's... I would not have guessed that's what that sound was supposed to be in a million years. Do you think? Could it have been Mr. Sholmes? I don't think he made that noise with his mouth, but sure. Oh. Oh boy. What accent is this? Oh, they're probably Dutch, aren't they? I don't know Dutch accents. Oh.
Here, hold on.
No, we've done that. We've done that bit before. I don't do it anymore. Mon ami, mon ami. Stop this disgraceful display, huh? Who are these people? Look at the hair. It's bright red. I think they must be clients of Mr. Sholmes. Right, you two. You coming with me now? Down to the clink. No, not in prison. It is dark and damp and I don't like it. Both. The darkness, it is my friend. I am not scared. Hooray! Hooray! But you're always scared of the dark. Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan on next dying iced. Hooray! I don't like this. I don't like it. Well, tough. We'll finish this down at the yard. Now get moving. Bye then, Jenny. Have fun. Oh yeah, thanks, Iris. And thanks, you great detective. Hee. Gina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie and Rolo! Hello, Iris. We're home. I really hope that those people that we just saw were not just like one-off gag characters. Did you find your daddy? Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again. Yes, of course. Dr. John H. Wilson. So, Iris! All that remains now is the greatest of problems known to man. Why? Why?
Why?
Why? I forgot to do something.
So did he do it himself, or did someone do it to him in his sleep? Oh, you want that on?
Yeah, that looks better anyway. Don't you agree? I just wanted it on for the one case, which ended up being like fucking half the game, I'm sure. See, doesn't this look better? Before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order, don't you, my dear fellows? All right, child slave, go get me tea. Shut up! I don't want you to be my housemaid anymore. I pay the rent. I pay all the bills.
The only thing I need you here is for your signature.
Susato, I think we came in just at the wrong time. Let's come back later. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruto? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say. And your eyebrow. You dyed your eyebrows, even.
Just the one.
The commitment. Just the one eyebrow. Well, I ran out of dye when I did the first eyebrow, and, I didn't want to go get more for just one eyebrow, so... Yeah. Come along then, everyone. I've glued it... Wow. Bruno, I've brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea.
You don't have to do Iris's voice.
Iris's voice is such a pain in my ass. Whatever is going on here today? In that case, let us sit and drink now, for I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today.
It's got a hot date.
I've been there, dude. Mr. Sholmes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before? Those were actually women, by the way. Just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manners of infractions. When the mood takes you? All manner of infractions. But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out. Oh my, you were the target of crime, Mr. Sholmes? But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally. You should have asked Gregsy to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party. I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. A man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha! I have it! A bungler. That's the word. Mr. Bungler. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. So those redheads have been up to no good? I wonder what the men did. What was that about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned it before? Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes? Ha ha ha, no. How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? Well, I think it's just a theory. Don't pretend like you're an anti-evolutionary theory, scientific theory, Mr. Rianosuke. That's not funny. It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. I got it right here in this book. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops. Wait, what? We were apes? When was that? Indeed. And from the very moment those apes had descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man. Our lot? What is this great problem, Mr. Sholmes? Women, am I right? No, but seriously. The problem of I love you. Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent! Capitalism! Fuck it all! Burn it to the ground!
I have opinions.
Is that to my earlier statement?
No, that's like right
that's
after
Susato.
What he says.
Yeah.
Like,
the greatest problem known to man. Women. I have opinions on that.
I was also to the rent after you went like, damn capitalism.
Yeah. Did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Two Spells only the other day? Pshaw! A large sum? I spent it all on gumdrops for Iris. One potted herb for Iris, and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you. Is it one of those motor cars you can sit in and ride around like but it's meant for children? No.
I hope not.
Honestly, Early, you know where you squandered it.
Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I lost all our money.
I better win this case.
And I discovered the Sherlock Holmes is the picture that's like it's like the $22 on utilities, $40 on food, $1,000 on golf clubs, and $10 on or $100 on rent. He's like, my family is struggling. Please, someone that's good with personal finance, help me figure out a way to fix this. So then someone comments, spend less money on gumdrops, and Herlock Sholmes is like, no. For the coming month, at least. What was the answer? Why, there is a substantial clue before your very eyes. Don't tell me. Let me see.
Is he got red hair?
Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Or on top of them. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. You may have noticed something minutely different about me. There's one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice.
I thought we weren't saying anything about that.
You should notice it in the end, I think. In the end? It's been stabbing at me in both eyes, right from the very beginning of our conversation. I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruto. Thanks for the hint. I'll be Wait. What, was that a pun? No. Okay, what hint? I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer. Anyway. Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us, I wasn't wearing this outfit then, but whatever. I will now tell you something. I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. That case aboard.
Oh shit! You remember that?
Shit. That case.
I haven't created up another fib.
I haven't lied my way out of that lie yet. Let me lie about it. That case aboard the SS Burya in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? That's... The fellow was unconscious for a long time. A very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. False. If you are knocked unconscious and are asleep for more than 5 minutes, you already have brain damage. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It was
That was his brain damage.
Sure. Why not? It was a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? I killed them all. What?
With kindness. My thing or your thing?
Your thing. I was thinking of something to follow that up with, but I was like, no, I can't. After they carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear. Fuck! To leave him unconscious and made him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Oh, how horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But, hold on, but why? Why? You just come across this unconscious body and is like, this gives me a brilliant but ridiculous idea. Why do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. But for the time being...
Grab Sholmes now and start shaking him. You will tell me now.
Tell me now! Alright. Jesus, I was going to be all dramatic.
I thought it was funny.
It was going to be for drama later, but I guess if you don't like the intricacies of British dramas, I'll tell you now. For the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? His disappearance in Hong Kong. Oh! So, are you telling me that, like, the whole time we were doing that case on the ship, he was like, by the way, Kazuma's right here in this room, ready to... with confetti and ready to give you a birthday cake. Like, surprise! He was alive the whole time you've been investigating his murder and being charged with... threatened with life in prison. Yay!
In a foreign country, too.
What a dickhead. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. Mr. Sholmes. No, that's the last time. That's no. We're gonna stop talking to you now, I guess. Anyway, what's this letter? I do like this fireplace. That's not what I looked at. Maybe we should get a kotatsu for the basement.
Not a bad idea.
That would be very interesting. Alright, where's the blackboard? This blackboard is where Iris scribbles down her latest ideas, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, she seems to have drawn a lot of little stick figures all lined up. Look. Cheap apples at the market is what all of them say. What? The little figures can speak? All your questions would be answered if only you would read this month's Friends magazine. So I'm the only one who can't make any sense of this. That's a typewriter. I had to go at it the other day. The metal bars that move when you hit the keys got all tangled up somehow, and that made Iris angry. Mr. Naruto, you're ruining my dreamy thoughts. Please don't do that again. Ugh, now I've made Susato-san angry as well. And there was one thing I always check as well. The violin, yes. Oh no! Oh, there it is. This is Mr. Sholmes' famous violin. The one he found being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What's it called again? A Shodi something?
I wanted it a viola.
Huh? Oh yes, this wonderful instrument features in the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes. It's a world-famous Stradivarius. What? Stradivarius, Mr. Naruto. Stradivar. Are you even trying now?
No.
Honestly, Stradivarius is German, right? Yeah, honestly, trying to say a German name as a native Japanese speaker when you have no experience speaking any German at all is probably as fucking foreign as me coming across a word in Taiwanese and trying to say it in the wild. So I'm gonna give Ryunosuke some credit here. The languages are just too fucking dissimilar. Like even though he knows English fully, like it's too different.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever investigate this? What is the deal with this? The VR in fucking bullet holes.
I thought that was a K.
Oh,
No,
whatever.
it is an
Look,
R.
whatever. I don't think that's ever come up, but whatever. Hey, what's this thing? The mask Cosmo wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zeeks as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose. But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? So he doesn't like fashion? I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend?
I thought so too.
I did too.
And then he just like...
He escaped to China. Looks
he
like...
just kind of fucked off.
What's
He
that?
didn't even tell me the reason why... Big reason for going to...
Ryunosuke, I'm leaving you. Oh. I found Someone else. Oh, a sense of justice. Oh. What's that article circled in red there? It's in an advertisement column. It says, to the Red-Headed League. The Red-Headed League? What's that? I don't know. I've never heard of it
Probably
before.
the criminals that's just left.
But she looks like she's gonna punch him. Is something on my face? Clearly this has something to do with that. Lively hair. Ha! We have evidence! So now we can shove it in his face! And force him to tell us! Meh! We just roll it up into a fucking, tube and whap him in the face with it. Stop it! Ow! That mildly is comforting. Looks as though someone circled an advertisement.
Erotic.
Mildly erotic! What? What? What?
What?
What?
I tried to do Iris. I can't do Iris.
It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes. Who could have done that? To the Red-Headed League? Does it strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. So, at last you've learnt to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? In the first instance, and quite indispensable, observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, if you can see it with your eyes shut, it appears my teaching. I have nothing left to teach you then. You have mastered all my trainings. Naturally, I'm still a better detective than you, but anyway.
Time for you to soar off onto your own.
Yes, it's time for
place.
you to stop stinking up my attic. Get out. Allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. Regale or boast. Yep. So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled? You noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellows, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. It was? How? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. That doesn't entirely surprise me.
But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week.
Oh my, £4 a week? But why? What are they paying people for? That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every redheaded person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. Haha! You're kidding, right? There aren't any redheaded people in this country. They are all in the next country over.
We murdered all the ones in this country as witches. You laugh, but it's no joke.
Wait, when you say the next country over, do you refer to Ireland or Scotland? Yes! No, seriously, I'm at a loss here. No, don't question it. No, seriously. Don't think about it. Don't. He just grabs him by the face. Renosuke, no. Shh. It's okay. What is happening?
You're right, Susie. That's why I'm glad that I'm not a redhead.
But you have pink hair. That's probably what's your natural hair color? You don't dye your hair too, do you?
I'll dye my hair red too. Just on the off chance.
What? I don't even know what they're actually talking about here. Oh, Iris was making a joke about applying. And Susato says that she will be applying.
Trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see.
Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away.
It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes.
So you decided to try to join in his place?
Correct. I mean, look at me. Red as the day I was born. You ever seen such a red-headed fellow?
No. I mean, other than those two that...
So why did it have to go so wrong?
What on earth happened?
A blunder, Mr. Naruto, though it pains me to admit it.
Know that I'm not a real redhead.
What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes?
I'm glad you asked, Miss Usato. We're changing the subject. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight. By the wonders of chemistry.
Oh, dear.
I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that's when taken turns one's hair a flame-like red. Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson.
Oh, so his other eyebrow is,
Every hair on my body?
Yes, even the
Yes, even the ones you're thinking about right now.
on your toes.
My toe hairs?
Toe hairs.
Little freckles of hair?
So cute.
What?
You're so cute.
Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? What color is it?
What flavor is it?
Cherry.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
Amateurs are always hampered by such fears.
Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say...
But of course! To earn £4 per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to little danger.
Now, I don't know much about British currency, but I'm fairly certain £4 a week is not worth that. Not worth any sort of danger. That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely.
So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street, where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members.
Why Lime Street?
The whole park was choked with red-headed folk like a coster's orange barrow.
What?
I queued for 8 hours solid before I at last reached the front. But when the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?"
Because everyone already knows you're not a redhead.
So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which, I could do little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stern within me. So I turned that pair into the police.
What? I thought you told me they were breaking into our apartment!
They broke into the museum.
Mr. Sholmes, you can't just turn people into the police. You're a well-known detective. They'll go on your word alone.
That's why I did it.
No!
How did you do this?
Indeed, Mr. Sato, I will change the subject.
Not another of those redheaded...
Drink.
Yeah, could you get me a bottle too? Bottle of orange... of red drink, please?
We'll pretend it's red.
Not another of those red-headed gentlemen that were here before.
Not at all. They were petty villains. The guest I'm expecting is a client.
Oh.
A young gentlewoman who wishes to appoint the services of this great detective, no less.
Oh, how wonderful, Mr. Sholmes.
You must stay and observe the fashion in which a great detective receives his customers.
Must we?
You must! I have you in my clutches now, Rent, just as I have you in my clutches, redheads. Ha 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 ha! Quiet.
That hearty laugh is masking rather sinister thoughts, I feel.
It's like the hair color changed, and yet now he's a different person. He's Eva Hurley. The lady isn't due for another hour yet. Don't feel as though you must wait around if you have other things to do.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the cue to leave.